Good morning and welcome back to the channel from Coniston Water in the Lake District. Taking a walk along the shoreline path this morning through the woodlands, looking for some autumn colour. Anyway, join me on the wander and let's see what we can find. So I've not even got into the woodlands yet and I think I've spotted my first composition of the day. I'm looking at this particular tree here. As I said, it's grey, it's dappled, the light is very soft and subdued, which hopefully will make for some good atmospheric images. Looking up towards the old man of Coniston, it's covered in a thick blanket of cloud. Certainly no visibility up there, not a good day for a hike, so I've decided to stay on the lowlands today and walk along the shore. With the low cloud rolling in along the water, it's providing that separation of the tree from the fells in the background and the woodlands in the background, so I'm hoping that will make it stand out and pop from the background. And I think this one might work well in a square crop, but we'll have a look. Anyway, if it's any good, I'll put up the image now. Okay, so I've got that shot. If I turn 90 degrees to my right, there's some absolutely beautiful colours. If I zoom in, I'll show you those. So as we zoom in there, we've got some beautiful autumnal golds, yellows, oranges, auburns and rusts. With the slightly diffused light that we've got this morning, I'm hoping that those colours are really going to pop. I've taken a couple of images of those autumnal trees with the dry stone walls, which on my way back I might just have a look at in a bit more detail and see if there's maybe a better compositional element that I can include within the shot. But for now, I'm going to head back down the path into the woodlands and see what we can find. So join me on my journey a little bit farther down the road. So I'm now away from that open ground into the woods. This area is part of the Torver Commons, adjacent to Coniston Water. Coniston's the third largest lake in the Lake District by volume and the fifth largest lake by area, and obviously very famous for Donald Campbell's water speed record back in the 1960s. And then we have the old man of Coniston, the tallest fell in the Coniston range of fells at just over 802 metres, which is 2,632 feet in old money, and the old man's toes firmly rest in Coniston Water from his position up on high here in the lakes. Anyway, I've just found a lovely little stretch of woodland which I'm going to just explore from a compositional perspective. There's a lot of really tall pines. I don't know if you can see those. And some beech. But I'm really liking the look of those tall structures. Wooden pillars. They look quite interesting. So yeah, I'm going to leave you for now, have a little wander, set up the camera and take an image. So I'll be back with you shortly. So walking along the edge of the water and spotted this lovely splash of orange and yellow, which you can just about see there. Beautiful little specimen. So I'm going to try and capture a composition which includes that glorious colour. Very difficult when you're working in the woodlands to get that separation because there's so much chaos and confusion that reigns amongst the plants and the flora and the fauna. So for this particular shot I'm going to stop right down to f2.8 to try and get that depth of field and that real focus and clarity on the subject matter interest, and everything else blur into the background. So we'll try that, see what it looks like. I'm also going to just walk up and down this little stretch here and see if there's any better angles, because honestly for a shot like this it can be just a matter of a few feet or inches So I'm going to have a wander around, see if I can get a good image, and if it's any good I shall put it up. So I found a lovely little spot in the woods here, and with a bit of light just breaking through, I'm hoping to capture a couple of good images. The first one revolves around this branch here that's hanging down, some lovely yellows and golds on there, which I'm hoping to capture in contrast to the dark bark of the tree trunk. So then if we start to move back to where I've currently got the camera, without falling over, you can see that we've got, again, well, where are we? So again, that dark trunk stands out amongst the lush greens, the yellows, the autumnal colours on the floor with the leaves and the bracken. So again, just moving a matter of feet and inches, getting the tripod in the right position, zooming in with a long lens, and again, as always, if these compositions are any good and the images come out, I'll share those with you on the screen now. So I've taken the long lens off, put the 24-70 on, and stepped into this clearing just to get a few more wide angle shots with the contrast of the beech trees and the pines. If any of those images from that clearing were any good, I'll put those up and I'll share those with you. Had a lovely couple of hours scouting through Torver Commons, wandering by the side of the water. I think I'm definitely going to be returning here. We've got rain forecast for later on in the week, so I'm thinking maybe with some water on the leaves. So I'm just watching my footing, it's very tricky down here. With some water on the leaves, maybe some low cloud rolling in off the fells, might make for some moody atmospheric woodland shots. But to be fair, today it has been quite atmospheric. The light, as I said at the start, is very flat, grey, dappled, and it won't be until I get the images back into Lightroom and have a look at them and see what those come out like. But overall, I'm happy with this morning. It's been fantastic to have a wander. I'm going to go arse over tit if I'm not careful here. I'm in danger of falling over here. There's tree roots. Look at those tree roots. Really hazardous. So yeah, like I say, very pleased with this morning's scouting mission. May have bagged a few images as well. Definitely come back down again. I don't know if you can see, so quite a bit of low cloud hanging over the low fells. If that drifts in, gets amongst these leaves and the woodland, it'll be very, very atmospheric. But nonetheless, it's been a good morning. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Fantastic as always to get out into nature, to just be outside, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed this one. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you for staying till the end. I'll put those images up now. As always, really appreciate the support. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and until next time, goodbye. you.